Right, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another bit on our fuel system. We're going to be replacing the sediment separator, sediment separator, and the fuel filter, which is in here. This, I think I need to swap these lines around first. I need to swap these bolts on here around to be on this side, because I'm pretty sure I need to go look under the fuel tank in a second, but I'm pretty sure our lines are on this side. So let's go and have a look at that, because if we can do that, we can do that in here, because it is mighty cold. And I have set up a bit back here already, because I have to go in a weird way, because there's not quite enough room for me. So under that panel. So yeah, the bolts on our tank are on this side. So we need to go move them bolts. Let's go do that, and then we can get that on, get the fuel filter off, flush the system, bleed the system, and then we should be in business. But obviously I've not had that much running because, well, it's not gonna want to run really. Right, so you're now set up on tripods, so let's change these bolts over onto that side. It's not going to be a 17, is it? No, it's going to be a 19, which I also very conveniently have to hand. If they'll come off. Might be easier, a socket. Depending on how this comes out, we might be able to reuse the bottom. And then I've got a Phillips screwdriver head. And that frees that up. Right, so I'm much less likely to break it. So much for this is going to be a simple job, innit? It's already proven to be a punt. An impact does the job. There you go. Right, so then what we need to do, that bung needs to come out. I can go into that side for now. These need screwing into this side. So I'm hoping you can actually see what I'm doing. Screw that in like that. Screw that one in like that. We'll give them a quick tighten. For good measures, we'll give them there you go. Right, so then let's, oh, it's gone dark, let's put this sediment roll back together. So that screw up there, screw into there, that screw in there. I'm not too sure what that one does, if I'm honest, but put that back in there, that one back on there. I'm just going to get a proper screwdriver to tighten it up. Right, proper screwdriver, because that one's bent. So that goes down, make sure we squish the washer. The last thing we want is air to get in. As that squished down, get the 10mm. Don't know how tight this needs to be, but won't tighten up anymore. Wow, it's hailstoning. Lovely, right. So, I'm going to need, at the back, the 19mm spanner, which has an end missing off it. So let's go and see if we can get this on. Now, I don't know what bolts they are, so we're going to discover that in a minute when we get back there. Right guys, I know it's hard to see under here, but this is the sediment mould that's under here. Obviously we're replacing it with this one. Ignore the bit of water that's on it, it won't matter. It's on the surface water. So, we need a bucket in to catch the fuel out the fuel line in a minute. Unfortunately, this is the only bucket I've got. I brought the stuff to be able to actually take the sediment bowl out as well. And typically, they're not that size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to release the bowl. So then you can see why so all that in there is definitely not going back in the tank. Right, so I just need to get a selection of smaller spanners. But I have 17s. We're going to try 17 and there we go. Yeah, that's done it. Careful not to split the line. Once this L bracket's out the way, because I'll be able to unscrew it once it's out of here. And I'll be able to get high off the fumes of this diesel that's in this tank. Hopefully the diesel will stop the flow, because this pipe, as long as I can keep it higher than the rest of the system, because the fuel level I think is only about there, I think, in this tank. Not too sure, the fuel gauge shouldn't work, but it's another thing that we can fix while we're down here. Right, so that can stay there like that. So now this L comes off nice and easy. Screws. see if they leak. If it leaks, then we'll look into it, but it shouldn't do. Right, that's that done. So now we just need to prime it, and then fuel filter. We'll probably do fuel filter and then prime the system, because then we can prime it all in one go. Right, next up is this fuel filter. Now I've got a new one here. So all we need to do is remove this one. Now that removes the fuel from below. So I just want to spin it off essentially. That's tighten your dip. Oh, these tools from US Pro, which help. So that's coming off there. And we are going to drop some diesel, but I'm not reusing this diesel because it's been through that dirty sediment filter. But I can reuse a bit of the diesel to do that thread. It will be fine. Right, so yeah, I'm not going to re-prime this yet. I'm going to prime it normally. So that round, and click, there we go. That's that one on. Old one off. Simple. Right, now inside the bus to the back seats to start priming the system up. Yeah. So luckily we haven't screwed down these seats yet, because I now need to take them back up. It's 13. You'll fall off there, but 3. 4. Right, and then really awkwardly these seats come out. By really awkwardly I mean the way an absolute fucking this side here. There should be 4, but there's only 2. Don't have to take them fully out, but on this bus we do. Just down here is the lift pump. I believe it's there. Yeah. So I'll have to do this for a bit. This is a manual pump that will pump fuel up into that filter. And supposedly prime the system. So we've got fuel a lot bloody quicker, and it's a lot more efficient of the flow. That's very evident straight away. The amount of time the back still bleed off this one again. Definitely a little bit happier, that's for sure. That one's firing. I have acquired some Easy Start. I'm starting to see why my Denny Start came with Easy Start. Seems to be the required tool. Oh, Scott! He hasn't. He's painted that. Oh, God in heaven. Scott has painted. If it gets much wetter, I'll have to bring you in. There we go. You're not in the waterproof case. Well, you're in a waterproof case, but the bit on that makes you waterproof is not on. Right. Yeah, Phil. Out of the way from it. Just check the entire film.
I'm warning you, if you don't start, I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3, right! Right! Well, don't say I haven't warned you! I've laid it on the line to you time and time again!
the other GoPro's gone dead after sitting around and doing this. So, as all that I've got left to do is put it back together, you can go on the shoulder. Any excess diesel will burn off. I can't see anything leaking. And it's now running. So, we want the engine cover, which is here. Goes that way round. Put that in. And it'll get very quiet in here. Get even quieter if it sits down properly. There we go. Much better, much quieter. Put these pins in. That one belongs on that side because it's twisted like fook. We're going to get, I think we're going to look at getting bolts for these rather than these flathead things, because they're a pain in the backside essentially. So get that undone, get that done up should I say. Do it up fully, doesn't really matter. There's that much weight in this panel. Stay put anyway. Down. So there you go. Let's get a few more turns on that one. Done. I'm against the clock now because I need to go and get my niece from school. So a bit longer than expected. Right, now let's get these seats into position. There must be an easier way of doing this. Has to be an easier way of doing this. You cannot tell me that ADL, when they designed this bus, decided that the best solution was this. There it is. Well, there's one of the holes anyway. You can't tell me that this is what ADL decided was the best solution. You can pull the other one. So the emissions, for those that are wondering, after all that smoky start shite, they've cleaned up quite well. So a good run now will probably sort it out. That's that, right. Put that there. There's that. So I need to bring a new mop bucket because I broke it when the sediment fell into it. That one belongs. They need to be screwed in, so it's not a big deal. Gonna be a little army of us, I think, going to screw them all back here down. Back to normal. Woohoo! So if you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a good like. Comment if you've got any suggestions or anything that you thought I could have done better. I know there'll always be one out there that'll do that. But if you've got any questions, please feel welcome to ask. And hopefully we're nearly there now with the MLT. Just got to tidy up, like I said. I think we're having an army of us that are coming. As I say, as well, if you really have enjoyed it, do consider joining us as a member on Patreon and on YouTube, either or, preferably Patreon. You get a bit more on Patreon. So thank you so much for your time, your commitment to watch this video for however long it turns out to be, and I shall see you out on the road, hopefully. Look out for us on the 16th, although you'll see this afterwards. Look out for us on the road after that around Manchester. I've dropped a washer. See you later. Thank you so much.